What's going on, you guys? It's Rahul here. I do want to say, before we do get started in today's video, can you guys go ahead and check out my friend Harshit Karthik? Sorry if I did butcher that name. I mean, I shouldn't since I am Indian. But anyways, if you guys are watching this, go ahead and check out his channel. It's in the link. It's in the description below. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to him. He makes good NFL and sports content just like me. So if you guys want to, see more sports content aside from me, go ahead and subscribe. He has been a really big supporter of him. Go ahead and try to get him to 200 subscribers if you guys are seeing this video. But of course, with that being said, let's get into the video. What's going on, you guys? It's Rahul here, back again with another video, and today, well, you guys saw the title of today's video. We're back here on the channel, and here I am with my NFL playoff prediction. So of course the playoffs are here, and I think you guys get the gist of today's video. I'm just going to be predicting the NFL playoffs now that we got the full picture ready. But before we do get started, as always, please make sure to hit the like button if you guys enjoyed, as it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you guys are new and enjoy the videos on here and you watch consistently and you guys are a fan of the NFL or the NBA. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean a lot to me if we could hit that goal. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will react to my first 2 videos I ever made when I started doing YouTube. So if you guys want to see that, please make sure to subscribe. There are videos like this already on the channel, and there are going to be more in the future. So if you guys don't want to miss out on any of it, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you guys are interested, please make sure to go ahead and follow me on Twitter. There you guys can see the more personal side of me. I talk about random things there. I also post updates for the channel. And if you guys want to see the more personal side of me, or if you guys want to see like my takes on Twitter and all, go ahead and follow me. It's at Rahul Stuff. Also, if you guys will also please go ahead and drop any feedback and video ideas you have in the comment section below. That way I can see it. But with all that being said, that's kind of all I have to say for the intro. This video is unscripted. I will say that as a quick disclaimer, so sorry if I do stumble over my words, but let's just get this video started. And let's start off with the wild card. So for the AFC, we got Baltimore and Tennessee, Pittsburgh and Cleveland, and Buffalo in Indianapolis. And the Ravens and Titans game, I'm gonna be not gonna lie here, it's gonna be really hard to predict this game. Both teams, I would say, are around the same level. They are both pretty good teams, and I could see this game going either way. Okay, the Ravens can win this, the Titans will win this, but whoever wins this, I think this game should be pretty close. But I'm gonna have Baltimore winning this one 27-24. And the reason why I have Baltimore winning is because even though Derrick Henry, even though this man chews up the Ravens, I mean, the Titans defense has just not been good this year. It has not been good at all. And I mean, because of that, I have a feeling it's going to bite Tennessee some point in the playoffs. And I have a feeling this could be the game. I think Baltimore is just a more balanced team. And because of that, I'm going to have them beating the Tennessee Titans 27-24. But anyways, with all that being said, the next game we got is the Steelers and the Browns. And I'm going to say this, the Browns, they're a pretty good team, man, and it's really good to see them, just turning things around, and they have been a pretty good team this year. But I do think they will lose in the wild card round, and the reason is mainly because they are an inexperienced team, and they're going up against a pretty experienced Pittsburgh Steelers team. Now, there have been a lot of players on the roster have not made the playoffs in their career, but Big Ben and Mike Tomlin have been to the playoffs numerous times, and they have pretty good experience in the postseason. But even then, I do think this will be a close game. But I'm gonna have Pittsburgh winning 28-24, as you guys can see on the screen. All of the graphics are on the screen if you guys want it. So you guys can already see my score prediction. But with all that being said, moving on, we got Buffalo and Indianapolis, and Buffalo has been really good this year. They have just been fantastic this year. The Colts have also been a pretty good team this year, and I do think the Colts are a pretty good team, and they could definitely make a run this year. However, they are matched up against a very good Buffalo Bills team, and even though Josh Allen is far from the most experienced quarterback, they have a really good team, and I do think they're the better team than the Colts. and I do think it should be a close game, but I'm going to have Buffalo winning 27-20. Next up, we got the NFC, and we got the Buccaneers and Washington football team. Yeah, I think that might be the first time I've ever said Washington football team on this channel. Yeah, I don't really keep track of that, but yeah, I don't really want to say football team mainly because it sounds weird. I mean, I would say it as a joke, but anyways, just moving on to the actual game pick. As you guys can see on the screen, I have the Buccaneers winning 26-16, and the main reason is because Tom Brady is the greatest player of all time in my opinion, if not one of the greatest players of all time in NFL history, and he is a different monster in the playoffs. And I do think Washington, they are a pretty solid team, but I don't think they're going to beat the Buccaneers. I'm just going to be real here. I don't think they will beat Tampa Bay, but they can always put up somewhat of a fight. I'm going to have them losing 26-16. Next up, we got the Rams and the Seahawks. And the Rams have been a pretty good team. I'm not going to lie. Now, they have struggled recently, so that is very concerning. So, they cannot play bad. Jared Goff, I'm not sure if he's going to be playing in this game. Maybe we'll know by the time this video is out. I mean, I don't know if we will know by then. But anyways, the Rams are a very good team, and this will be fun. They are divisional rivals. Same with the Steelers and the Browns, so that's going to be fun, obviously. But the Seahawks, I just think they're the I would say the Seahawks are the better team. I would say the Rams got a better defense, but offensively, the Seahawks are better. Russell Wilson, I mean, he's for sure better than Jared Goff. Jared Goff is an inconsistent but solid quarterback. He's a solid quarterback, but very inconsistent. But aside from that, I think the Seahawks will win 24-20, but it should be a pretty good game. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. And the Bears, I mean, I thought at the beginning of the season when they're like 5-1, I thought they were a pretty good team, and I thought, hey, this team is going to show the world they are a really good team. But then they just collapsed, and hey, they hardly made it into the playoffs. And I will admit this, Mitchell Trubisky has definitely improved, and in that Green Bay game, aside from that one interception, I mean, for the most part, he was pretty good, and Mitchell Trubisky has been solid. But the Saints, I mean, they're a way more experienced team, and they're just a better team in my opinion. And if the Bears offense, I mean, here's what I will say. If the Bears offense can play very well and the Bears defense can show up, and the Saints, I don't know, maybe if they get screwed over by a bad call, or they just decide to choke in the playoffs as they do a lot in recent years, I do think the Bears can possibly win, but I'm going to have the Saints winning 20-30. Next up for our divisional round, we have the Steelers and the Bills as my first matchup, and the Steelers and the Bills, yeah, this is going to be a pretty fun game. I mean, we saw the matchup on Sunday night, and the Bills did win, and I do think the Bills will beat the Steelers here, but this should be a big shootout. I could see Pittsburgh winning too, but I will have the Bills winning mainly because of how good the team is, okay? Josh Allen has been phenomenal, so has Stephon Diggs. They're getting John Brown back, so that's going to be really big for them since the guy is one of the best deep threats in the NFL, and they got a pretty good defense too and a really good coach, and because of that I'm going to have Buffalo winning 28-24. Next up, we got the Ravens and the Chiefs, and the Ravens are a pretty good team, but the Chiefs, they're just the better team in my opinion. And the Ravens, I mean, they aren't the same team as they were in 2019, and because of that, I'm going to have the Chiefs winning 31-24, but this should be a fun game as we will get to see Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes go at it in the playoffs, and I do think they will be a pretty big rivalry in the future. Next up in the NFC for our divisional games, we got the Seahawks and the Saints, and this is a really tough game to predict because I mean, the Saints, if you've followed the NFL for the past few years, the Saints, they have a history of just not showing up in the playoffs and failing in the playoffs recently. But the Seahawks, I mean, a lot of times they just get bounced in the second round. But I do think the Saints will win. I'm just going to say the Saints will win for now. I could see the Seahawks winning. This game could go either way. I'm just going to say it like that. This game could go either way, but I'm going to have the Saints winning 27-30. Next up, we got the Buccaneers and the Packers. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. What can I say? They have just been really good this year. Very, very, very good. And the Buccaneers, they've been solid, but I mean, I don't think they will beat the Packers here. Aaron Rodgers has just been playing like on a whole nother level this year. And I do think they're the better team than the Buccaneers. Now, we all know that the Buccaneers absolutely murdered the Packers, but I do not think it will happen this time around. But I do think this should be a close game. Tom Brady in the playoffs is a whole different monster, and I do think he will give Aaron Rodgers a fight. But I do think the Packers will win 34-27. And for my AFC Championship game, we obviously got the Chiefs and the Bills. And I'm going to have the Chiefs winning, guys. You guys can see up on the screen. And, I mean, the thing is, the Bills have been very good. I'm going to say that again. But the Chiefs, I think, are the better team. They have a better offense. As good as Buffalo's offense has been this year, Kansas City's offense is better, okay? Kansas City, if you ask me, has potential to be in one of the best offense of all time. I think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense can definitely break the record for the most touchdown passes in the season, and in the most passing touchdowns in a season, whatever. Anyways, moving on, I do think that the Chiefs will win, mainly because I think they're the better team, and Patrick Mahomes, I mean, he's just a better player than Josh Allen. As good as Josh Allen is, I just think he's a better player. But aside from that, that's kind of all I have to say. You know, both teams are very good, but I do think the Chiefs are the better team. Because of that, I'm going to have them winning 24-27. And for my NFC Championship game, I got the Saints and the Packers. And both teams are very good, but I do think the Packers are the better team, but this should be a pretty good game. And I'm going to have the Packers winning 21-27. And for Super Bowl 55, we got Kansas City and Green Bay. And this is going to be a pretty fun game to watch, in my opinion. I do think this should be a pretty high-scoring game. We got one of the best quarterbacks of all time, of the older generation, and one of the best quarterbacks the best quarterback in the NFL now, in my opinion, in Patrick Mahomes, the future face of the league. Well, he's probably the current face, but you know what I mean. You know, it's young versus old, and I do think the Chiefs will win. And the main reason is mainly because I just think the Chiefs are the better team than the Packers. I do think the Packers could definitely win, mainly because of experience and Aaron Rodgers realizing, hey, I don't have much time to win another championship, and this is my best opportunity. And I mean, the Packers defense does have a history of just not showing up in the playoffs because Aaron Rodgers has been pretty good, but the defense, on the other hand, the Packers defense is good, but they have to show up in this game. And I'm going to have the Chiefs winning, though, mainly because I think they're the better team. But this should be a pretty close game. I'm going to have the Chiefs winning 34-31. But yeah, aside from that, that's all I have to say for my NFL playoff predictions. I got the Chiefs and the Packers in the Super Bowl. And as you guys can see, I got the Chiefs winning. But with all that being said, that's obviously the end of today's video. Sorry if I repeated that. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys enjoyed, as it really helps out the channel and it shows your support for these videos. Subscribe if you guys are new and enjoy the content on here. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean a lot to me if we could reach that goal. Once we hit 1K, I will react to my first 2 videos, so if you guys want to see that, please make sure to subscribe. There are videos like this already on the channel, and there will be more in the future. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below. It is at @RahulStuff if you guys just want to search it up on Twitter. And on there, you guys can see the more personal side of me. I will also post updates on the channel. So if you guys want to see that, well, if you guys want to go ahead and see the more personal side of me, and you guys want to you want updates on the channel, well, Twitter's the place for it. Also, go ahead and drop any feedback or video ideas in the comment section below. That way I can see it. But with all that being said, you guys, I'm out.